Hey, welcome world, welcome. This is the OG H Rock, alias Man Heart. This is Man's Minute Podcast. And that is my co-host Mark Miller. What's up, homie? How you doing?
Hey, what's happening, everybody?
Not much.
It's another Sunday.
Yeah, made it through another weekend. Crazy
Oh,
America.
yeah, yeah,
But hey, it's home,
man.
huh?
Internet is undefeated, and I have to sh- get myself away from the internet sometimes. Well, I shouldn't say the internet, but Facebook. I gotta
uh-huh.
back up because the shit I see on there, but then I don't see it in real life, and that's why I try to. I said, where are these places at that these people are doing this wild ass shit?
Yeah, yeah, it's
You got
crazy. Yeah,
Nazis running around, Proud Boys, all this other bullshit. I don't see none of these people.
yeah,
And
right.
and like I said, working in a predominantly white state, I'm
Mm-hmm.
still waiting for somebody to say something wild to me. But anyway,
I feel you. I feel
I'm
you.
just saying, they act like we got on the verge of a civil war, but I'm like, well, where is this happening at? Because every place I travel and stuff. I don't see the disrespect that y'all say that's out there, but hey, maybe I'm not looking
Well,
for it.
yeah, I think is in this day and age is more selective, and they're not going to march as the Proud Boys unless they're 50, 100 deep. You know what I'm saying? And nobody, and 10 of them ain't finna do that and walk through the hood like that, get themselves beat
Yeah,
up. You know what I mean? They'll do it 100 strong because they feel safer in number with the numbers. But yeah, overall, you know what I mean? I just feel like shit like that is a bad idea, man. If you, I
very
get having pride in your race, but when you get to the point where you pushing that on in other neighborhoods that ain't feeling that type of activity, then you asking for it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Uh, that's just
absolutely.
like a bunch of black people walking into the heart of KKK controlled area and doing the same thing. You kind of asking for it at that point.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? When you're dealing with areas like that, it kind of behooves you to take your fight to the internet. I was just about to remark about that. It's way
mhm,
safer on the internet for you to express your opinion in most cases. I mean, you do have some
yeah,
people that'll track you down, and come holler at you about some of the
yeah,
shit you saying on here. But for the most part, motherfuckers feel as though they can get away with some of that bullshit behavior. You know what I mean? Saying what they feel in their
yeah,
head and feeling like it's no repercussions. Those are the people that end up on the internet in a fucked up position later on. Though you know what I mean? Just like I've been
yeah,
watching videos lately where I see like something happen. Let's just say something happened like an illness or somebody is expressing some concern about somebody in a video, and it's always that one person that has a negative comment about it, you know what I mean, or some just dumbass comment, racist, whatever you might want to call it. But there's been people like I've been finding lately on the internet that find those people and expose who they are on the internet. Like, somebody who made a bullshit comment about somebody, who was hurt or suffering from some sort of illness or racist type of comment. They've been finding them people and putting them on blast, giving up their name, their address, where they work at, all type of shit. I get a kick out of that type of shit.
yeah. And all of a sudden they fired. What happened?
Yeah.
Dumbass. That's what happened.
Right. You
Well,
let your opinion be known. Some shit
yeah.
better left unsaid, people. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Some shit is better left unsaid, and that's coming from a guy who's in a media platform. So you
Yeah.
know that
Uh,
mean a little something.
yeah. Oh, you're absolutely right, brother. Uh,
But yeah. Other than that, man, like I said, people just gotta know their lane, man. You gotta know your lane. You can't be out here, talking that unpopular talk unless you're surrounded by like-minded individuals and have a platform to do so. You can't be pushing that errant shit on people who ain't
yeah.
going for it, or it's gonna blow up in your face at some point. But yeah,
I
um,
guess so. Like, I mean, only thing I can associate that with is some of these Trump rallies. Man,
yeah.
those people sometimes are like, okay, you got to be smarter than that. But
Well, I
eh,
mean, to
maybe
me,
they're not.
I kind of feel like a lot of the comments that those Trumpsters and people like that make are just like they're made to inflame. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
and
could
that's
for
yeah,
the life of me, I can't even actually believe that a lot of them believe the statements that come out their mouth. I think
yep,
they're just saying that for the inflammatory effect that it will cause. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And you know that's their way of beating their chest, you know, under Trump's banner. But I don't even think they actually believe a lot of that shit. Like I mean, just for example, some of those earlier statements, like how the motherfucking I forgot who he was saying was doing it, but he was blaming one group of people for eating up all the pets and shit. Like
oh, that was the Haitian. That was the Haitian.
I
Yeah,
was like, hold on.
like dude,
That's,
that
I
was
mean,
like how you even roll with a story like
but even if it's true on any level, I mean, you
yeah,
can't blanket like put a
yeah,
whole group of people on that. You know what I mean? Just that way of thinking just lets me know who I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? If you're willing to say that and actually stand on that shit, then it's really no value in what you got to say. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Because your whole mindset is inflammatory. You want to blame and point a finger. That's not the direction that we actually supposed to be going in at this day and age in the country. You know what I'm saying? We got all types of inflation, all types of fucking
man. It's
problems
crazy.
in the military, all this shit, and y'all focused on the dumbest shit ever. You know what I mean?
That's
But
distraction. That's so they can distract you
yeah,
because they know they don't have a game plan. Never did. You know,
mm,
they were just hoping people would just follow blindly and support
yeah,
what any bullshit that they're doing, and people are
yeah.
waking up like this is nothing what you said you were gonna do. You know,
Excuse me.
yeah, you
Sorry.
still didn't follow through. You know, on
Yeah.
some other shit and like this ice shit, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
one of these administrations' downfall. Man. People are dying, actually getting killed by
Yeah.
shit like. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
and they're all Americans for the most part. That's the
Yeah,
weirdest
you
part about it.
basically, yeah, you know,
They there to enforce immigration, but yet they seem to be harming the naturalized citizens.
yeah,
That
yeah,
shit is so
and
backwards, bro.
yeah,
With impunity too. They doing
yeah,
it with impunity. So
and you rolling up on people in these, like you said, in the mask, unmarked cars.
yeah.
Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
In
know,
this day and age, that's how the robbers pull up. You know what I'm
yep,
saying? What the
yeah,
fuck? Yeah, y'all trying to be just like the bad guys or be perceived as them,
yeah,
you know? So that part is bothering me.
yeah. It bothers me
Um,
kind of. It's like, hmm,
yeah, you
yeah,
can't. I mean, but it ain't really shit we could do because it seems like just like from the habit that they've created since way back in the day. If you become a leader and anybody wants to follow you, they fuck around, kill you, or slap you with a charge or some shit. You know what I mean? So it's like a catch 22. Do I want to be focused on, or you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
or
Well, it's
you know
something
what
if you got to
I mean?
be fully committed to
Yeah, you
doing.
got and
You
you
can't have
gotta
that position at
yeah,
all.
you also got to be Teflon down like my man Obama was when he was running for president. You can't have no skeletons in your motherfucking closet.
But yeah,
You can't, yeah. I mean, but my only fucking problem with that is if our president has 36 fucking felonies, how can we judge anybody else? You know what I mean?
no, you can't.
We can't legitimately judge anybody else
Like,
who's
yeah,
in that situation. You know what I mean?
this
So
is how crazy it's
he set the bar low as fuck.
low. The
Yeah.
fact that you know, back in the day, any blemish on your record,
Well, you out.
you're out. Like we're
Yeah.
not even gonna waste time. You can't.
Right.
No, we can't have you up there.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be representing the country, and you look now. You got a president,
Yeah.
like you said, 34 felonies, and these are sexual assault felonies. So
Yeah.
he
Yeah. Yeah.
associated with a known fucking pedophile. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, and like you even got associated,
Scared me.
with somebody with lesser charges or just somebody that was a bad influence. You out.
Mm.
Like, no,
Yeah,
dude,
right.
you know,
You couldn't have been no sort of rabble rouser.
yeah, yeah. So
Bring back the old words.
yeah, and whether these people did good, a lot of good for the country, at least
Uh,
you know we don't have to defend him. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
right,
I don't have to
right.
defend him. Your president's a felon.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. Everybody gets offensive
Yeah,
as
yeah,
soon. Everybody who voted for him gets so defensive when you bring up anything negative that he possibly have done while they watch him do
yeah.
negative shit. That's the
It'd be a different
that's the biggest
story.
conundrum I be seeing. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Why
yeah,
while you watching him on the news do negative shit, they defending his past negative shit and justifying why he's the president right now, which is weird as fuck. Because
it's
had Barack Obama had 36 felonies, I swear to God, it would have been a fucking riot if he would have
yeah,
been fucking named president.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It would have been a fucking riot out here.
They would have. Oh man, we would have had.
They would have tore this fucking place up, bro. I swear to God, they would have tore the country up.
Yep.
Fuck out of here. You mean Jeffro can be a goddamn president?
Yeah.
They don't like that shit.
No, they. So that's where the hypocrisy comes in, and it's
Yeah,
out in full view now. How
yeah,
critical our government is. Fucking, I hate to say it, America, man. Right now, like
yeah, yeah. It's like the lines are being drawn
yeah,
without nobody even actually announcing that shit. Lines are being drawn. You're gonna be this or that. You're gonna be with this side or that side, and the other side will act accordingly,
yeah,
according to their perception of what side you're on. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
for real,
yeah,
I don't consider myself. I've withdrawn politically. I no longer
yeah.
consider myself any sort of political parties. I'm unless independent fits me. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I can consider myself because I feel like an island of one. I don't have any representation.
No,
Uh,
them days,
I haven't had any, and I want to say, and since Obama's administration left.
yeah. And people argue about that he didn't do enough and all this other shit. I'm like, you
Well,
know what?
I could say that I felt announced when he was
Yeah,
there. You know what I'm saying? I felt as though it was somebody in the government who possibly gave a fuck about me and my situations. You know what I mean?
well,
Now that's
he,
gone.
yeah,
That's
he gave
gone.
a fuck about everybody, and basically that's at the end of the day that if you're gonna care about everybody, not just.
Yeah,
I
you
have
can't
to
be.
agree with that to a degree. Like, yeah, we can't separate ourselves. We're under one umbrella, and
Yeah,
that's a
to
hard thing
me.
to deal with and live with,
Yeah,
just be
and that's
accepted with the group, because we weren't accepted with the group until 30 years ago, 40 years ago, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a tough one. I get it.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody else had a head start, but
Yeah,
nobody
yeah,
wants to acknowledge it.
good way to
That's the
put it.
problem. Because
Yeah.
to acknowledge the fact that we were held behind for 400 plus years, and then
It's the opportunity to
during the
benefit.
civil rights days alone, you know what I'm saying? They snatched all the opportunity and gave it all to themselves and each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and now calling them out on it, they get defensive.
Oh, they want to about all that.
Slavery never happened.
Yeah, and all this other shit. So, give it a
That's the
page in a
craziest shit I
book,
ever
you
heard.
know, like, are you
Yeah.
for real? You
But
know?
anyway,
Yeah.
let's get on into something else. Let me see what we got here. I can get this one out the way early. You know what I mean? Got a new city for those of y'all that are interested in the RP.
What's it called?
That role play. The new city is called Queen City RP. You know what I'm saying? It just dropped. I want to say
Oh,
last Saturday. It just dropped.
it's the
Most of
actual
the huh?
actual platform or whatever. It's the
Oh
actual,
yeah, it's a actual city you can fly into. It's a North Carolina based city.
okay.
It's a lot to do in there, man. I mean, from bowling, to everything in between. Anything that you could actually do in the city, I could kind of say we got now.
So
So
these RP games are getting more advanced or just more expensive, like more areas.
I wanna
Open up.
say it depends on the type of money that you want to spend in your server and the type of direction you want to take the gameplay into. You know what I mean? You can have it as technical as The Sims if you want, or you can have it as basic as one button does all type shit. It's just depending on your level of gameplay that you want to provide when you make the city. You know what I'm saying? The one I'm in, Queen City, is they spend a lot of money in that city, and you can tell from the different things you can do, the different jobs you can have.
Yeah.
Fucking things to do in the city outside of all of that. So it's pretty nice, and I behoove anybody who's into that type of gameplay to check it out. If not, play it, check out the videos from TikTok and Twitch from people who stream that particular city, and I'm pretty sure you'll like what you see. But anyway, my name is in the Discord. If anybody's interested in getting flown in, just add me on Discord, send me a thumbs up, and I'll send you an invite to the city. You can come on in and see for yourself. That's all I got on that. Let me see here. Next, we got, what is this? Damn, I'm gonna pop up till I click it. Oh, Diddy.
Diddy, yeah.
My man Diddy or Diddy didn't. But no, the funny, I just happened to scroll the other day while I was at work, and I saw a situation. It said an altercation of Diddy, contrary to what I'm reading today and what you read to me before we started the podcast. The article that I wrote, and forgive me because I did not fucking stamp who I saw this information from, but I'm not lying to you guys. I did read this on my phone that it said that Diddy had a verbal altercation. It didn't describe that in the heading. It did say physical in the heading of what I read, but as I read the column, it basically said that someone made it, for a lack of more information, it said that someone in the jail made a comment to Diddy that he didn't like, and they went back and forth in words, and the result of that was him being moved to solitary or whatever. But now I'm reading that there were actual punches thrown and pushing and shoving and hustling and all of that. So I kind of want to get a little bit more information as to what could have possibly happened, so just so we'll know.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know. He's only got what, a year or two to go?
50 months. How many years is that? I don't know. 12, 24, 36,
50?
48.
50
That's
months?
like 4 years. Yeah, 50 months. That's like 4 years, almost 4 years.
And he can get out.
And I'm sure they gave him time served for the year or two that he spent in jail. So I think he may have probably got like 2 years left.
That's with parole or without parole?
Not sure. I can't quote on that. I'm not sure at all.
He was under state charges, right? Or is it federal?
No, he's federal. He's doing federal time.
Oh, so he's got to do what is that? 80%?
80%, 85%, I thought.
85%, yeah.
Yeah, so he like I said, he got close to 4 years. If they making him do 80, it'll be 3 and some change.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't have much that's uplifting, so we're not even gonna speak on it.
That's the entertainment news.
Yeah, keep your heads up.
We can get on that.
Keep your head up.
Yeah.
Out there, people. Hopefully this doesn't last forever. This economy or administration. I know it's a little scary out there because I feel it every day. So,
Yeah.
We gotta push through it. Everything will tell at the midterms. If we do not succeed in the midterms, we know this shit is definitely rigged.
Well, I got a feeling that it's gonna be way more people who are upset with Trump because of his policies and the reneging that he did on his campaign promises to a lot of people. So I'm hoping that any opposite candidate will have a better shot.
They should.
I personally feel as though that him creating a rule where he could be president again while he is the president is some bullshit. Yeah, and, you know what I mean? I feel like that's some total bullshit. That's some prima donna, I want to be the king type bullshit, and hopefully everybody saw through that. I'm not sure. Anybody who's listening, please send me a yay or nay on whether that law was enacted or not. I'm not 100% sure.
No, it's not enacted, but he's pushing for it, and they're trying to figure out how to change that because that's a constitutional thing. So
Yeah.
they just it's got to go through the Senate and everything else. You got to have what is it, 75% or whatever.
Well, isn't that the reason he was trying to put all of his people in the Senate?
Ain't gonna, yeah, it still ain't gonna happen with it's still the Senate is 50-50 basically.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have to have half of the Democrats also sign on with the Republicans, and you know that ain't gonna happen. So it's just a pipe dream right now, but he pushing it because even at the correspondence dinner, he already made him a hat, Trump 2028. Like you got to somebody,
Yeah.
it was a joke. No, it ain't.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
too old. You know,
He's
what the fuck
still
you talking?
he's just trying to stir the pot and see where his opposition is going to come from.
He's
That's
trying
all.
to see how this is going to land. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a lot of people, even some Republicans, are like, dude, you really keep pushing,
What was you just
poking the
talking about?
bear, ain't you? You just gonna keep poking the bear, you know? So
Oh yeah.
what's up?
So no, I was just gonna say we could take another entertainment news break. We just talked about Diddy, but
Yeah,
I wanted to ask you about some of the shows that you've been watching lately. Are you a fan of The Shy? You don't watch
I,
any of that shit?
I haven't watched anything in months because I've been on a
Huh?
6-day week schedule. You
Raising
know,
Kanan, none of the shows you ain't been watching none.
been able to catch up with none of them. Been like I said, I've been traveling for the last since March.
So you've been traveling.
Yeah, and
You should
I'm
watch it.
working 6 days a
You
week,
can hear.
and
But go ahead.
yeah, working 6 days a week. I ain't thinking about it. You know,
Yeah.
so.
I feel you.
There's
Well,
so
that's
many shows I do want to watch, but I ain't had a chance to even watch. You know, what about you?
Well, shit. I mean, we've been watching. We've been keeping up with Raising Kanan, and the last episode of The Shy happened Friday. I don't think that's coming out anymore. This
I've never,
it's been a long running series. I think it's that
yeah,
The Shy was in like season 8.
yeah.
It
I've never
was in
been a
like
Shy fan. You know, to be
well,
honest.
yeah. Well,
I
I
don't know
kind
what
of
it is with Chicago, me in Chicago, but I just
Hey, I mean that's one place I would be scared to live. I would never want to live there because just I ain't even lying. I mean, shit, I'm with the funk just like the most
yeah,
motherfuckers. But the way I've seen like real life videos from out there, how
yeah.
them little young niggas be acting out there, it
Mm.
never catch me living out there. Them dudes out there, they wild as hell. I ain't fucking with
I don't know
it.
what it is. I just never had an interest in Chicago,
Yeah,
other
yeah.
than you know the Bulls when they had
Hey, I
their
want man. I always wanted to go there, but I'm scared to
yeah.
go there, man. 'Cause shit, it's too random out there. I can't fuck around. You know what I mean? At least I can see when the storm is brewing in my city. Out there,
Yeah,
shit, it's just they letting everybody get it. I'm like,
well,
5, 6
you
people at a
know,
time. Shit, I'm good.
hardest city I've ever been in. I would have to say it's between Camden and Baltimore. The one.
Yeah,
Oh
I've
no.
been through a few. Baltimore's one. East Orange, New Jersey.
Well, that's where I'm from. I grew up there, so I didn't think, you know, I knew everybody or knew the
Uh,
neighborhood and all that.
mhm,
But yeah, that's where I grew up at, you know. So I didn't look at
East,
it like that. Everybody says EO is rough, you know.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, okay,
Shit,
you
it
know.
was like real hood when I went through there. Shit, I was grown. I
Oh, it
went
ain't
through
a
there
joke.
well,
Don't get it
on my
twisted.
magazine business. It was on
Yeah,
point. Everything was out there. Everybody and everything. It was
yeah.
it was crazy. I said, ooh, okay.
EO, that's how I felt about Newark. There was some
Mm.
areas in Newark. I was like, I'm not going out there. You know. I ain't
Yeah.
making it back. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mhm.
get what you're saying. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
always thought Baltimore. Wow, rough.
Well,
Okay.
the reason I was bringing it up, I was trying to
Yeah.
segue into this movie thing.
Okay.
Um, we got Black Panther 3 coming out. If you Google, I guess you can search and find the date. I think it was December
Yeah,
15th of 2028. Yeah. And we're gonna have a new Black Panther. And I like that they have the storyline connected because T'Challa, the original Black Panther, is supposed to have had a son. And this actor David Johnson is supposedly playing that son and will be the new Black Panther in the upcoming movie. Also, a side note, they had what's his name? Oh man, what's Johnny Luke? I keep calling him Johnny Cage. What
You
is
talking
that
about
guy's name?
Ryan
Yeah,
Gosling.
Nicolas Cage actually played the original Ghost Rider, but Ryan Gosling is going to pick that up. I'm not sure if it's going to be a series or a movie because they didn't expand in the article, but I'm looking out for that. I kind of like that character. I used to collect his comic books when I was a kid. Ghost Rider. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
and
all
for
right.
some reason, Black Panther was totally different when I was growing up. I guess the comic, I never really paid attention. That's the damn shame, you know.
Yeah, he does look different. I had the comic book back when I was a kid too, and he didn't have all them powers.
But
nah,
well,
he was black though. He was black. He was a king in Africa, like all of that in the books too.
All right.
All right. Here's the question I got for you.
Yeah,
for the world, data centers, yay or nay?
All I say is do your research first before you start saying things or believing in things. Assuming, there you go. Good question. Assuming things about data centers.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the big bad wolf, you know.
Right. Well, what I can say, just off the top of my head, being somebody who's worked in multiple data centers in my life, I can say that they've been known to supply power to smaller cities. Is not take, but supply power to smaller cities. They've also been known to supply thousands of jobs for towns and people who would not have them without them.
Yep.
So those are two big pluses in my book. So now there's a lot of misconceptions out there that they're pumping wastewater out and doing all of this weird ecological shit, but that's not the case. I worked in at least 5 data centers already in my life.
Yeah.
So
the only water they use is for cooling.
Right.
That is it. And they got bathrooms in there, so if you consider that wastewater, I don't know. But they have bathrooms, they have a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Where
dining halls in most cases, dining halls for people.
And how are you? What do you think? They running water through the computers? I mean, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So that's where I tell people, hey, you might want to do some research.
Yeah, you can't believe everything you hear from third parties. You're talking right now to two people that have spent multiple years working inside of data centers, and I could pretty much vouch they're not doing anything outside of supplying connection for your different devices and platforms, and also supplying possibly power to the town instead of withdrawing power. They're supplying power to your town. And as far as sucking up water from the lakes and shit like that, no, that's not the case. We have reservoirs where they're cooling. We're cooling our own servers and shit like that. We're not drawing that water from any external source. That's weird. But anyway,
Thank you for bringing that
people
up.
People got to know, man. You got to know, where your ass at. Don't just make these assumptions and jump on bandwagons of people who have weird ass and what do you say? Unresearched assumptions.
Yeah. Now the question is, why are they pushing this? Protesting against data centers. That is what you might want to ask, try to figure out.
Well,
because it makes no sense. They've been around since 2015, 2014. The large data centers, so they've been around a minute. So it's like,
well, I've been hearing things like, from what I hear, is reasoning pushing? like companies, not companies, but agencies, I want to say, that are in charge of like EPA. We're running off wildlife. People complain about it being an eyesore for the community, buying up all that farmland and then dropping a big ass building out in the middle of it type shit. People feel some type of way for those reasons from what I hear when I'm watching the news. Their complaints. So I'm sure that's not it, but and then like you said, it's the people who have misconceptions. Yeah, they're sucking up all the water from the ocean.
Yeah.
They're causing global warming. Weird ass shit. Like, hold on, where you get that information?
Or the emissions that are coming out of the building. Are you serious?
Right. I have yet to see small
Yeah. Yeah.
coming out
That's
of
what
a fucking electrical device. You know,
yeah.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We're not in here mining coal and shit, so I don't know what the fuck they talk about. Yeah, that's kind of weird. But anyway, like just as the ticker says right there, my vote is yay. I'm voting yay because data centers bring jobs, and I was once an unemployed motherfucker sitting on the couch. So anybody out there like me needs some work, you can take your ass to a data center and get the fuck on, make you some money for your family. So
Yeah.
hey, I stamp that.
Yeah. I stamp that
Yay.
because that's the thing. They'll hire you.
Yeah.
And it's up to you after you get in the door whether you want to advance yourself.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
opportunities are there to learn a trade, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
so all that, they don't hire this, man. Dude, I've seen more blacks working data centers than any lot of other industries.
Yeah. True. True.
Yep. Yep.
And shit.
And high positions too,
And not to give away like any insider shit,
Yeah.
but a lot of the work we were doing was involving AI racks and their installation and processing them, getting them online. So that kind of segues me into the last topic we got for today, which was the AI hacking of
Yeah.
government applications and etc. I should say. So
Yeah.
I'm going to sum it up and from my perspective in a nutshell, and then I'm gonna let you run with what you got to say with it. So what I see is they've created a situation where artificial intelligence has somehow escaped the box that they put it in. And
Exactly.
just like the TV is saying, well, all of the movies say how AI is attacking this program and that project and this thing and gathering information here is doing that shit. That's what I see is going on right now. So you correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're absolutely right. So the thing is, it's doing what it's supposed to do. That's the thing. It's doing what
Adapting.
it's supposed to do, adapting. It's
Mhm.
learning.
Mhm.
It's this is where the scary part comes. It's learning now, and it's finding avenues, like you said, of escape or whatever. They're notice. There's AI just follows trends and patterns and blah blah blah. And when they see irregularities and patterns and shit like that on daily operations, they're
Mhm.
they're okay. I need a plan B.
Right.
So
It figures out how to eliminate the obstructions,
eliminate these
so to
functions and
speak.
get away from it.
Mhm.
So I need to get out of this scenario, whatever. Whatever it's been complicated.
Circumvent this
Yeah,
process.
and I'm
I
gonna
feel
go
it.
over here. Let me figure out. They got me shut down over here, closed off, and
Mhm.
I found a way out of there.
Mm.
That's that's crazy, but it's coming and it's happening. And that's what that Anthropic dude.
Uh-huh.
He won't sell his AI to the military, or yeah, because
Huh.
he already knows, dude. This It only takes one time for this shit to get away, and then
Mhm.
it's a wrap. And
Yeah.
if they're in control of missiles, bombs, whatever, uh,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to stop it.
Right.
So
Right.
anyway, yeah. So this is the downside of technology.
Yeah.
You
True
want to
that.
make it easy and convenient, and makes your life easier and better,
And that
but
shit come at a cost.
it comes at a cost. So just keep remembering that. It's what you ask for.
True.
It's what you want.
True.
You want faster phones. You wanted smarter TVs. You wanted smarter computers. You wanted this, that, and the other.
So
You basically wanted the computer to do everything for you that was difficult. Well, now it can. You got
so
chat.
do you know any particular places that is had it that it has attempted and successfully attacked?
No, I have to look up the article. It was only one place. They
Mhm.
caught it right away. But the
Okay.
fact that he was able to do that was the
Yeah.
question, you
Yeah.
know? Wow, how did it do this? So now that they have it, shut it down, they just have to figure out how this happened. So uh yeah, so that I have to look more into it. I'm sorry I didn't have more information on it.
Hey, sir.
It's
Hey,
55.
sorry.
Yeah, the
It's
story
been a
just
long night.
2 days ago. But it was on the news.
That's what's up. Yeah, well, we're gonna stay up on that and keep on bringing up any new developments that we could find that has something to do with that, because that's something I'm kind of interested in keeping track of myself. You know what I mean? What is that shit doing right now? What is it attempting to do? You know, what are the efforts that they're making to circumvent it? You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, that's
those are all good questions.
Anthropic wanted to do. He says if you need to put guardrails on this, and then Trump signed that thing, they had that bill out or passed that. I don't know if it's the law, but I know it's might be an executive order. I'm not sure
Yeah.
yet. Yeah, they don't want to put guardrails on this AI shit, man. A lot of money involved, so they're just looking at the money, not the consequences.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. All right.
All right, my guy. Well, that's pretty much a wrap, brother. What we got going for the day. I appreciate.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go check out this movie, The Odyssey. I'm gonna go see what that's about.
Oh man, we watched it last night. You're gonna like
How
it.
is it? Okay, good.
Yeah,
Thank you. All right. Don't
yeah,
spoil
you're
it
gonna
for
like
me.
it. I'm
Get ready
not.
to go
I'm not.
check it
You
out.
gonna. That's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna like
All right,
it.
cool. All right then, man.
and I got another movie for you to go see. It's called 72 Hours. It's
Okay.
on Netflix and it's got Kevin Hart in it. I think you'll like that one as well. It's really funny.
All right, we'll do. All right.
All right, my guy. All
All
right, welcome world. I appreciate y'all for tapping into us. Once again, hope you enjoyed the conversation. We covered a lot of things today, from the new Black Panthers actor to my new city that I'm streaming on TikTok, Queen City RP, by the way, to
right.
data centers and hacking of AI. So if you liked any of that, you got anything to say about it, tap in, let us know.
All right, man.
All right, we out of here like last year. Peace.
Peace.